Covert narcissism, unlike the clearer kind, hides itself and is not easy to see. It's all about tricking people, hidden behind a show of being humble, making it very hard to notice. Today, we're going to explain this confusing way of behaving, focusing on 3 sneaky ways a covert narcissist disrespects you, leaving you feeling mixed up and put down. Now let's look at the first way a covert narcissist can sneakily disrespect you. Number 1. Covert abandonment during conversation. You see, the covert narcissist has a knack for making you feel seen and heard, at least initially. They ask open-ended questions, and they seem genuinely interested in your answers. You might even start to believe they value your opinions. But here's the catch. If the conversation doesn't revolve around them, if you're not talking about them, not feeding their ego, they subtly, covertly abandon you. Picture this. You're sharing your thoughts, your ideas, or maybe even your concerns, and as long as the spotlight is on them, they are all ears. But as soon as the attention shifts away from them, they start to lose interest. They might start yawning, looking away, or checking their phone. They don't say a word, but their actions speak volumes. They are essentially saying that your words, your thoughts, your feelings are not worth their time unless they are about them. This is a classic example of how a covert narcissist subtly disrespects you. They make you feel like you're doing something wrong, like your words are not worth their attention. And the worst part, they do it so subtly that you might start to question yourself. You might start to wonder if you're the one at fault, if your conversation is boring, or if you're not interesting enough. But let me tell you this, it's not you, it's them. It's their need to be the center of attention. It's their need for constant validation. It's their inability to genuinely care about anyone but themselves. So, what can you do when you find yourself in such a situation? Well, first, recognize the pattern. Understand that this is a tactic they use to belittle you, to make you feel inadequate. Don't let them manipulate you into thinking you're the one at fault. Next, try to steer the conversation back to a neutral topic. If they lose interest, let them. Don't let their disinterest affect your self-esteem. Remember, their attention or lack thereof does not determine your worth. And finally, if you can, distance yourself from them. Surround yourself with people who value your opinions, who genuinely care about you, because you deserve to be heard. You deserve to be respected. And anyone who can't give you that is not worth your time or energy. That, my friends, is the first subtle disrespect, covert abandonment during conversations. It's subtle, it's manipulative, and it's disrespectful. But remember, you're not alone, and you're definitely not at fault, so don't let them make you feel otherwise. Second on the list, making you feel inadequate. Imagine this. You've gone out of your way to plan a surprise birthday party for a loved one, maybe a parent, a spouse, or a friend. You've spent hours, days even, picking out the perfect gift, something you know they'll love, or at least you think they will. The day finally comes, and you present them with your carefully chosen gift, heart pounding with anticipation. But instead of the jubilant reaction you were hoping for, you're met with a poker face, a nonchalant, "Yeah, it's fine." And just like that, a cloud descends over your heart. Your efforts, your careful planning, everything you've done to make them happy, is met with a lackluster response. The joy of the occasion is sucked out, and in its place is a hollow feeling of inadequacy. You start to question yourself, your choices. Could you have done better? Should you have done something different? But here's the thing. It's not about the gift. It's not about the party. It's about control. By reacting in this way, the covert narcissist is exerting their power over you. They're making you feel inadequate, wrong, even when you've put in so much effort to please them. They're manipulating your emotions, making you doubt your self-worth. And this, my friends, is a classic move of the covert narcissist. They want you to feel like you're not good enough, like you're always falling short. They want to keep you in a state of constant self-doubt, questioning your every move, your every decision. They want to keep you on your toes, always striving to do better, to be better. But no matter how hard you try, it's never enough. Because in their eyes, you will always be inadequate. And the worst part, they do this subtly, covertly. They don't outright say that your efforts are not good enough. No, they're too cunning for that. They use their expressions, their body language, their tone of voice. They let their disappointment seep into every word, every gesture. And you're left wondering what you did wrong, where you fell short. But here's the truth. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not about you. It's about them, their need for control, their need to feel superior. It's about their insecurities, their inability to appreciate the efforts of others. It's about their narcissism, plain and simple. So the next time you find yourself feeling inadequate, feeling like you're not good enough, remember this. It's not you, it's them. It's their problem, not yours. You are enough just the way you are. This is the second subtle disrespect, making you feel inadequate even when you've done your best. And finally, the third way, allowing you to make mistakes only to mock you later. This is a classic move in the Covert Narcissist's playbook. They might ask you to do something for them, a favor, a task, a project. You put your heart and soul into it, thinking it's a way to please them, to connect with them. Yet once you're done, once you present your efforts, they subtly belittle what you've done. Here's the kicker, though. They don't do it openly. They don't provide constructive criticism or give you direct feedback. Instead, they might smile, chuckle, or laugh in ways that just don't seem appropriate for the situation. This leaves you puzzled, questioning your own perception. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel the sting of disrespect, the subtle mockery beneath their false facade of amusement. And this is where the covert aspect of their narcissism truly shines. They may not say anything outright negative. They may not verbally belittle your efforts, but their nonverbal cues, their subtle reactions, tell a different story. They are masters of this indirect form of communication, using it to subtly undermine your confidence, to make you second-guess yourself, to make you feel as though you're not good enough. It's a clever tactic, really. If you were to confront them about it, they'd simply deny it. They'd probably even act surprised, feigning innocence. I didn't say anything negative, they'd argue. I was just laughing. They might even turn it around on you, accusing you of being overly sensitive or paranoid. And so, they escape accountability for their actions, leaving you feeling disrespected and confused. This is the insidious nature of covert narcissism. The disrespect is subtle, hidden beneath layers of plausible deniability. It's a form of gaslighting, a way for them to belittle you while maintaining their image of innocence. It's a way for them to exert control, to keep you off balance, to keep you doubting yourself. This is the third way they subtly disrespect you. They allow you to make mistakes, not to help you learn and grow, but to provide fodder for their subtle mockery. They set you up for failure, only to laugh at your efforts later. It's a cruel game, one that leaves you feeling inadequate, disrespected, and confused. So be aware. Recognize these signs. Understand that this is not normal, not acceptable. You deserve respect, not subtle mockery. You deserve to feel valued for your efforts, not belittled for your mistakes. That, dear viewers, is the third subtle disrespect, allowing you to make mistakes only to mock you later. Just because their abuse cannot be proved does not necessarily mean it doesn't exist. Remember, covert narcissism is subtle, but it is still a form of disrespect. Don't let them undermine your confidence. Stand strong, trust your instincts, and demand the respect you deserve. That's all for today. If you found this video helpful, give thumbs up. For more videos like this, hit subscribe button.